Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the one and only Jagestu. We're sitting at 279, getting close to that big 280 milestone, which is going to be my very first time. And today's plan, well, it's going to be a very special one because I've been saying that I will be doing this conquest, but I've been pushing it since there's been a lot of new characters within the game for the past year. There's been a lot of hyper burning to 260, a lot of events, a lot of mini games, a lot of stuff happens that kind of postponed my journey for the Liberation Conquest. But before we get into that, let's take a step back. Let's do a little bit of chatting with Jagestu, as well as the other characters that I've been working on behind the scenes. Now, I've been playing Witch Knights for a while, and not a lot of you are a fan of the Marksman for some reason. And I've been trying to really fall in love with that character, which, to be honest, I have been ever since the Mastery Core 3 and 4 have been available for everyone in GMS. So I love the Marksman. I'm gonna put a little bit of a break for Snipes. He is sitting at level 269, believe it or not. Last time we saw him, he was at 265, I think, or 266. The reason is I've been using a lot of those advanced XP growth coupons. They are so amazing. I think I've used about 4 to 5 or maybe even more than that, thousands of coupons, and he is at 269. So I'm gonna, grind behind the scenes to get him to 270, close to its cousin, or distant cousin, should I say, the Breemaker. Breemaker is also going to be one of the most important characters that I've been holding down for this account. It's been such a long time now, and if you guys are catching some of the streams that I do for the weekly bosses, well, you can see Breemaker taking a big swing with Virasilla and the other bosses. So that's for my character. Snipes is there, Breemaker is there, Jagestu definitely is going to be the main protagonist for a while. We've got another character that I'm kind of catching feelings again, the Cadena, the Mellow Wasp. So that is going to be a character that I'm gonna hop on back eventually. I haven't even checked the Mastery Course 3 and 4, nor for Breemaker, not even for the Cadena, and forget about the other characters. So that is, things that I'm working behind the scenes. Let me know some thoughts, some inputs that you guys do know more than me for sure. Tell me if, the hero is going to be the most OP character and I should get back onto it, or even Cadena. Since we are talking about characters, thank you so much to Flucklight to basically tell me that I should have probably put the Moshang character here just for the Legion stats, but I've decided to go with the Ice Mage, and there's some things going on with Infinity. Again, I'm not gonna go too much into details. We're gonna wait. Things are going to change, and I've even seen and read a few articles about MapleStory, GMS MapleStory, how it's being its own entity, and we know that for now. But since we are hardcore MapleStory players, most of us, and even veterans, should I say, we kind of still feel attached to KMS. But if you think outside of the box for newer players or really old school players that never have touched after Big Bang, they see this article and they could be like, oh, you know what, this actually is a huge game nowadays. And I'll probably do a video about why you should come back to MapleStory, or why you should be playing this game. For us being in our 30s now, I know I will get into that details eventually in a different video. But let's just jump back into the champion build here. Now, again, Flucklight, you've been such a good support and such a good friend here as well. I am going to designate some of my followers. The XP is not the greatest, and I don't see myself grinding for hours every day to get that extra, whatever it is, 100k mobs. I don't know. Summer's still going on. It's still a very busy one, and these will be the characters that I will choose to become my champions, or my followers, should I say. So the hero Breemaker is gonna come back eventually. He is at 270, missing a bit of fragments and stuff like that, but it is what it is. That is why we need the fragments and the soul Erda. Wait, did I misspelled his name. Oh, there you go. So it's gonna be Remaker Proceed. There you have it. The beautiful heroes here. And then if you guys think that I'm gonna put Snipes in there, you guys are going to be wrong. I am going to put a different character, and it's gonna be one that guys, I keep saying it, but I just love this character so much. I am really astonished about how I hate combo characters, but even then I'm still like attached to Melawasp here. So I'm gonna put these two characters, especially Melawasp has no soul Urdas, no soul fragments, nothing at all, very, very naked at the moment. So I'm gonna go ahead with these two champions. I hope I did the right choice here. I was thinking about putting a level 200 character. Apparently you don't get enough XP, it's not worth it. Besides, I've thought about this. Now I do have Chrome Glacé, which is, let's call it the level 200 character. I've been using the Luna XP for this one here just because, you know, while editing and doing some stuff, I just put this character AFK. So I decided to go with Creme Glacé. So you know what, we're gonna see Chrome Glacé eventually in the future, but that is what we have. Now on a different approach, let's take a look at what Chaga has to offer, what I've been doing behind the scenes, and not even behind the scenes, but where we left off Chaga. Hyper stats, this is what we have. I should potentially reset the 7 luck that we have here to just push the attack, boss damage, or even crit damage over here. So I'm a bit lazy to do that again, and I'm just gonna leave it as it is for now. I don't see us getting any more points. Leveling up at this age is such a hard time. Reminds me of the old school MapleStory now. So that's what we have for the hyper stats. 91.1 mil CP as a naked character, and by that I mean not much buffs, right? We have the XP 15% and the normal enemy damage, so that doesn't skew our combat power at all. Legendary abilities, oof, man, I'm telling you guys, okay, as my second preset, this is great for training. As my first preset, I'm still working on this one. My third one is my main one for now. 10% chance to skip cooldown and a 7% when abnormal status is inflicted. Still trying to find that buff duration. For some reason, Dreammaker also has a plus 35% buff durations, and as well as my hidden Bowmaster, the perfect legendary abilities. Chagasu doesn't seem like he wants to get it at all, so still working on that. As for our equips, last time we did a huge 5, 10, 15 stat increase, right? We've got the CRA the CRA hat at 22 star force. The cubing needs to be pushed for a 3-liner. I've seen a lot of people with 3-liner. I mean, it's not really necessary for now because we are going to achieve the eternal set at some point. Same goes for the top, 22 stars, 2 lines of luck. Bottom has 2 lines of luck as well, 22 star force. Or you can choose 2 lines and a 17 stars only. 18 stars on the gloves, 17 on the shoulders, so we got 17 on the cape as well. Everything seems to be just 2-liners. The gloves is not too shabby. We've got, well, the LSAT plus 7% could be better. We can get a 10%, but you know, that's such a tough one to get. Bean mark, 2 lines of luck, fully star force. The twilight mark, same thing. We've got 22 star force. We've done a lot of good things. I'm gonna go through them quickly enough so you guys can see. Oh, most importantly, the Gullick set 22, 22, 20 on the ring, unfortunately, and the pendant is only sitting at 18. The next special star forcing is coming up soon. I will be saving a lot of money for Jagas 2 to push everything to 22 stars, and then we're gonna be able to achieve some harder bosses. So that's the stats. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much. Sacred symbols, same thing. Actually, you know what, you ladies and gents, I am going to pop all of this to the arc symbol. I've been holding this down. We have combined all of that plus the 445, which should, if my math was correct, get us to 11. So let's do that jump. 1 bill to get this up to 11. Wow. So fully completed. That is huge. Gave us maybe a little bit of stats. I'm not too sure, but we don't have to do the Arcus dailies no more, just Odium and Shangri-La. So that's for symbols as well. quickly enough. We're gonna take a look at the V matrix. Nothing too special. Again, I'm gonna repeat this. The decent skills should not be a priority anymore. I'm learning, but except the holy symbol and potentially the holy fountain as well for those harder bosses. Apparently it's gonna come in clutch. Got the hexa matrix as well. Ton of fragments, ton of soul earth as well. I've been putting a hold on these guys since the mastery cores are much more important than these regular skills. So again, I'm not gonna increase anything here. Hexa stats for some reason maxed out. Obviously it's because of those sunny Sundays. Try to, you know, max our chances to get the main stat up there, but it is what it is. It's not looking that bad, but we'll potentially reset it at some point in the future. All right, now we're gonna jump onto the fun part of today's video. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little cheeky look at what we have here for our pitch set. Some of you can leave some tips and tricks what I should do with my gear set. I'm gonna put the gear set on the side as well so you guys can take a look. Apparently, you know, we've been chatting through the Discord, we've been chatting through streams as well, where I could potentially do a bit of changes with my gear set, not to waste any money and, like, let's say push the Dom Pendant, or I mean push the Golix Pendant, for example, right? Now I don't remember by heart, but I think the magic eye patch, which I finally got one, and funny story, I got this and I got, I feel like, a black heart, those two in a single day, in a single run of weekly bosses, which is mind-blowing. Let's say we got 2 berserked face, which is also really nice to have. 3 dreamy bells. Some of you are jealous because they still haven't seen a single one, and I have 3 sitting there. And the endless terror ring. So that's 1 2 3 4 pitch set item. We don't have the earrings because we haven't done Dark Nail quite yet, and the SOS pendant, we don't have it as well because we haven't run a hard solo Virusilla yet at all. Those are the things we're going to be doing because we are going to start our liberation, ladies and gents. I think I did have, oh, available quest. There you go. So Genesis weapon. Apparently things have changed. I don't know what to do, so we're gonna go in blindly. After the destined battle, the Black Mage has left an ominous legacy, the Genesis weapon. Somehow it holds both the power to create and to destroy. Why did the Black Mage leave behind this seal? So things have changed, right? I should have done this a long time ago and I never did it. So this is the first time for myself to get into this conquest, guys. So we're gonna be patient, and I do apologize in advance if I'm doing a few mistakes here and there and I'm not aware. Again, I don't really follow many news and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna go blindly, which I feel is the magic of MapleStory, to just go in blindly, figure it out as you go, waste a lot of time finding things that potentially is not there. So let's just go into this conquest. I've inspected the weapon every way I know how, and I've discovered it has incredible potential. It's kind of surprising, or I should say not very surprising, that Gandalf is here. So this is the Genesis weapon. It possesses the powers of both creation and destruction. We believe this has the power to face an even greater enemy, and we want to take advantage of it. We hope this will be the catalyst the alliance needs to become stronger. We must defend against the threat coming our way. Only someone with the ability to control this power could wield the Genesis weapon. Since I am the chosen one, I'm gonna do it. Take a look at the structure of this weapon. I hope you understand our caution. I'm not revealing it before you. After all, the weapon was left behind by the Black Mage himself. You must remove the seal to unlock its full potential. Okay, so again, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to defeat a few bosses. Genesis weapon. Would you like to start the quest immediately? Feels good to click yes. Let me say, I should have done this a long time ago. Chagas, so you are worthy of this weapon. Of course I am. You're already made enough sacrifices for this world. Talk to me again when you're ready. Did we get a new weapon? No, we didn't. All right, let's talk to her or him. I gave you sealed the Genesis weapon box, and now begin your long journey to unleash the power within the weapon. I kind of feel like I'm getting to the end of the game for some reason, because the Genesis weapon is such a big thing. among the community, and now we have the destined weapon as well. Okay, you get a sealed Genesis weapon. Look at this thing, guys. This is nice. This is actually golden dark with a bit of red flame in there, kind of. The stats: 150 dex, 150 luck, give us 300 attack power, 30% boss damage, and a 20% ID. Unable to enhance this as the item cannot get potential. Sad, but we've got the first achievement here. Then you must meet the following requirements: defeat Harn von Leon, then return. Oh, mission requirements: defeat alone, only equip the sealed Genesis weapon and secondary weapon. Yes, so this is the thing. We have a few requirements for these Genesis conquest thing. 90% decrease in final damage. What? Only the base stat of the current equipment will be applied. All right, let's move out of this map. All right, I haven't done this boss in such a long time, so we're gonna start getting naked for some reason. I think we can wear the sealed Genesis weapon. Wow, we are going to lose a lot of our power. This is as naked as I can become. I've taken off everything. I want to make sure I have this done correctly. So secondary weapon and the Genesis dagger. I think we are allowed for our pets. Now the thing that I'm really 7 mil combat power. How is that a thing? We've got 7 mil combat power and a damage range of 6.4 mil. Are we allowed? I'm gonna definitely say we're allowed of using these usual buffs. I'm gonna use this bear lantern buff as well. First time ever. Our ID is sitting at 87, so I think it will be smart to pop an ID potion, get it up to 89%. Let's add that extra 5 luck. Might be a good thing to have. Let's just pray and oh, we've got the Genesis version here. Oh, I see that. That is interesting. So defeat alone, only equip those 2 weapons. For Kana and Zero, there's different stuff. 50% decrease of final damage and more. Only the base stat of the current equipment will be applied. You must... Oh, I have to get rid of that too? Guys, this is scarier than I thought. 6.6. Game's just making us weaker and weaker. I don't know Von Leon's mechanic, unfortunately. So, I mean... Maybe I will be able to just... one-shot kill him. Maybe I'm panicking too much, guys.
Did you come?
It is what it is. I'm gonna pop my smoke. Oh. I went a bit too ham on this little guy here. I went like full everything. That's just... Okay, technically we should be done. Okay, it says clear. Now I need trace of darkness. What are traces of darkness? To check the memories of the commanders, you must extract traces of darkness and defeat the commanders after images. Oh, interesting. So you get these traces of darkness by doing these bosses. If you do hard versions, you get more traces of darkness all the way to Darknell and Virishilla. And if you do an extreme or hard version of Black Mage, you get 600. Very interesting. So I no longer need these Shadow of Annihilation and whatever broken fragment this is. This is very, very different, guys. Let me know more because I'm kind of bamboozled. Now, I think this video is going to be a pretty long one, a lot of talking, unfortunately. And then the next 4th mission is to defeat Arcarium and get more traces of darkness. And we've got another quest, and it keeps on going. Magnus, a Lotus, and then we've got the first awakening. Damien, Will, we've got Lucid as well to attempt. They definitely have restrictions. Yeah, man, this is going to be hard. What about Virishilla? Virishilla's max HP will be decreased by 25%. That's a dub. Parties of 2 will have their final damage decreased by 50%. I am scared. And there's a second stage now, and then that's the Genesis dagger fully unlocked. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to do a bit of weeklies and so on. So I think we're gonna call it short and sweet. It's not short and sweet, but I'm gonna call it a day. I will kind of collect your guys' information about this whole Genesis conquest. It looks like we've already completed 2 first missions, and the 3rd one is kind of on its way. Been a bit too ham on Von Leon right there, but guys, hope you did enjoy this one. Hope you're happy that I'm starting the Genesis Conquest. Potentially gonna start it with the Bree and the other characters. We'll see. And if you did enjoy this one, do give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe, share with some friends. And as always, this has been Noori, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.